Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, guys, we know Hurricane Lane brought a lot of rain and pain. It's insane. But the floodwaters, now that the storm has moved on, the floodwaters are still here and getting higher as more floods threaten Hawaii as the tropical storm Lane drifts away. Matter of fact, reports out of Honolulu tonight say the tropical storm Lane greatly diminished from the major hurricane it once was, has drifted away from the Hawaiian coast. But lingering showers threaten to trigger more flooding and landslides. The National Weather Service lifted all remaining tropical storm warnings and watches advisories for the Hawaiian islands as trade winds finally began to nudge Lane off to the west. But a flash flood watch remains in effect as the state capital of Honolulu, 70% chance that Hawaii's 1.4 million residents through Sunday morning and on. Of course, there's a big time difference between East Coast where I'm at all the way to Hawaii. I mean, that's like 5-hour time difference. Well, anyway, they are still under a serious threat. Civil defense officials on the Big Island said more rain and flooding were also possible there, and high surf advisory was posted through the day for south and east facing shores of all the islands. Lane's maximum sustained winds dropped to 50 miles an hour, but residue moisture would produce excessive rainfall that could lead to additional flash flooding and landslides. What? The Weather Service bulletin said that these are the facts of the threat. Matter of fact, remember Hurricane Harvey made landfall back in Texas 1 year ago yesterday. Then it stalled over the Gulf Coast as it drenched the region with rain for several days, causing devastating floods. Well, ahead of Lane, of course, the Big Island was already faced with catastrophic volcanic ash that had built 200-300 feet high, and then, of course, very unstable. And so when these rains came, 45 inches of rain that hit in some spots of the Big Island, it's created massive flooding, massive landslides, and lahores and mudslides and everything else. And it's just horrific there. And so the Hawaiian Islands taking a beating, not from the wind as much, but the pain came from the rain from Hurricane Lane. We'll talk about this tonight, plus get you a forecast of what's coming up in the future, plus everything else. I mean, there's the shooting in Jacksonville, Florida, the death of Senator John McCain, the Pope now being accused of covering up the priest abuse cases. Are you serious? Vatican in a violation. And we're going to see what happens. We'll tell you about all of it. The cardinal sins are there. And there's a lot more going on all over the swamp and everywhere else. So we're going to try to get you up to speed on all the current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We are certainly living in the end times. That's all I'm telling you that right now. The last days are here. Don't miss it tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, Sunday Night Live. We're going to have a powerful broadcast tonight. Are you serious?